Hi, Iowa. We've had a busy week around the district, and as always, uplifting your voices and sharing firsthand the stories I hear on the ground across all 21 counties is something I am very lucky to do. With your help, we will move good policy forward and rein in federal bureaucrats hurting our small farmers and Main Street businesses. I cannot do it without your stories, so I want to take a moment and give you a brief sit-rep on everything we've already done this week. First, I want to kick off on something that's personal to me. I had the opportunity to introduce the bipartisan Fight for Families Act this week to help low and middle income families be more financially stable when bringing disadvantaged kids into their home through adoption. The Fight for Families Act will ensure that low and middle income families can have the same tax advantages that wealthy Americans already have access to when they adopt a child. With the cost of attorneys, adoption fees, and all the other expenses that come with adopting a child, we need to reform our tax code. An income bracket should not determine the love that you can give a child who needs it, and most importantly, deserves it. My wife and I are lucky enough to officially be the proud parents of 5 girls and 1 boy in our beautifully blended family. Our 2 adopted girls are a blessing to us in more ways than I could put words to, and we know that there are many families looking to give love to an adopted child in the same way we were able to with our 2 foster girls who are now adopted. I want to shift gears and talk about 3 roundtables I hosted this week. Your firsthand stories matter when we are moving good policy forward. And this week I was able to hear from some of our local banks, our credit unions, and our lenders who are fighting for better resources to help those in our community, our Main Street businesses, our hometown farmers, concerns with constant supply chain issues and need for strong programs in our farm bill, and the continuing need of healthcare workers and rural broadband to improve telehealth so that every Iowan can be enfranchised. These are just a few of the many concerns I heard from Iowans this week, and I promise every story I hear I take to heart and back to Washington, D.C. to fight for you. Your stories matters, so thank you for all who have been reaching out to us, who have been at our roundtables, or those who invited them to come and share with us personally here in our offices. I want to wrap up by announcing that we have officially kicked off our Farm Bill listening tour this week with so many farmers across the state. A good farm bill will not only ensure strong food programs for those in the community who need it, but also protect farms that produce the food we all live on. We can have both, and I'm fighting to ensure Iowa farmers are not forgotten as we shape the all-important once-in-a-5-year farm bill. Here's what I want to do to emphasize to our farmers. We are listening. We know your input costs are up. We know you feel uncertainty in vital trade agreements to our export markets, and importantly, we know that our ability here in Iowa to feed and fuel the world is only accomplished with a strong farm bill. I want every Iowa farmer to know that we hear you, we are fighting for you, and that the Farm Bill reflects what is important to you, to protect our farms, to protect our livelihood, and to protect America's ability to produce. We got your 6. Iowa, we are busy, but we are serving you in a privileged and honored tradition. I'm humbled to be part of this. So let's lift up your voices. Let us know what you need. We are all in this together. Have a good week, Iowa.